we're all set. We'll have slight, challenge in between, which thankfully to God has been sorted out now. And we thank God for the opportunity to get this started. So we're starting any moment from now. If you've not done the registration yet, please, we'll be glad if you could just go out and get yourself registered properly, your name, your phone number, your organization, and then you can come back in while we get started. Thank you. All right, we are live already online, so please, for the very young people here, you could just go to my page, look for me, and then just reshare, and let's start the engagement from there. So we are live already on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you. All right, I've just been informed that if you are for EZ Convergence, EZ Youth Convergence, please, we'll kindly ask that you go to the other hall. If you are for EZ Convergence, Youth Convergence, please, can we kindly move to the other hall, please? Thank you. Thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Lara, sit here, please. You are one of our panelists. Thank you. Okay. So we are doing registration. We have less than 5 minutes to start. Exactly 9, we'll be live on radio. So we'll just get started while we try to get people in. Thank you very much for your understanding. This is hashtag 2023 Conversations Town Hall. This is hashtag 2023 Conversation Town Hall Meeting. Check. Hashtag 2023 Conversations. Hashtag 2023 Conversations. Okay, hashtag 2023 Conversations. Hashtag 2023 Conversations. Check. Hashtag. Are they on? Hashtag 2023 Conversations. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are set to start. It's just about 9 o'clock. Are there people outside who need to join up with us, please? Please, ma. Please, do we have people still outside? We'll be glad if you can just join up with us now because we're set to begin this town hall.
Are we on? Can we go live? Okay, I'm ready to go now. I'm going now. Okay. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they are not answering me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you're welcome to this very first unique historical shift of the hashtag 2023 conversations, which is in conjunction with a coalition of radio stations in Plateau State. We want to engage, we want to participate, and want to empower. Can we, if you don't mind, just rise on our feet as we sing the national anthem, please? We won't play it. We'll just be patriotic enough to sing it. Is that okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria, call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain, to serve with heart and might one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you very much. As part of our prayer, we just take what is assumed to be the national prayers now while we're still standing, the second stanza of the national anthem. 1, 2, 3, go. O God of creation, direct our noble path and guide our that's right. Help our youth the truth to know, in all and honesty to grow, and living just and true. Great lofty height attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you very much. You can have your seat. I'd like to formally welcome you to this town hall meeting, and also to welcome our online audience from all over the world, wherever you are and you're hooked onto this town hall meeting online. We want to welcome you very warmly and very specially. Thank you very much for joining us here. In the next 2 hours or thereabout, it will be an exciting, interesting time. And I'd also like to welcome our audience who are joining us on radio. I'd like to begin by welcoming audience who are tuned to Rhythm 93.7 Jos. You're welcome. I'd like to also welcome very warmly to this town hall meeting listeners on JFM 101.9. You're welcome. I'd also like to welcome audience who are tuned in from or tuned to Unity FM 93.3, KTFM 103.9, Reality FM Radio, VAD Reality Radio Online, and I hope I'm not missing anyone now. If I remember, I will say that. But I'd like to welcome all of you. It's going to be an exciting time, and with these radio stations I've called, we are reaching an estimated audience of more than 7, 8, 9 million as it is right now. And this is the first ever situation you are having, a coalition of radio stations coming together to do what we're about to do here. Having said that, I'd like to welcome all of you who are taking the step and taking the opportunity thrown at us to come together as citizens of Nigeria. For me, I'm an ordinary multimedia broadcast journalist. I'm not a politician. I'm not I'm not one top, I'm just a journalist, but a citizen, first a citizen, who believe that we can intervene in the political space of our country. I don't know how many of you here are satisfied with the quality of leadership we have had in the last couple of years. Are you completely satisfied? We're sounding very quiet. Are we completely satisfied? I'm sure we're not. So, but okay. If you're satisfied, we're glad to know if you're satisfied. Can I see your hand, please? Okay, in this hall, there are none. I know some people are satisfied with the quality of leadership that they have. Whatever the case may be, we would like to begin to engage us and also to say, look, we must return power back to the citizens ahead of the 2023 general elections. We don't want to wait until 2022 and 2023. A lot of people have asked, why are you trying to, get this conversation started? I said, look, if we don't get it started now, we can't start it again. There's no right time but now. And I'm excited that we've got great friends and great people who believe in this, and also to just quickly thank the professional bodies like the NMA, the MBA, the NLC, the NUJ, the Correspondence Chapel, civil society organizations, and of course even political parties who think that, yes, we can actually have this kind of conversation that is not about a political party or alliances with anybody. And this is the best that we can have. We also have, and I'm sure they'll be joining us very shortly, market women, traders who will be joining this town hall, youth people from the Plateau Youth Council, and also youth not even belonging to any organization. And the crux of what we're doing is that, look, we want to put the word out there that no to leaders who don't have the interest of the masses in their hearts. No, we don't like to recruit people again who completely are oblivious. I don't understand what it means to occupy the position they have occupied over time or aspire to occupy. We believe that as we start this conversation and start interrogating even the process, I'm sure I've gotten word that the political party's chairman will be here very shortly, to even interrogate the process of how these leaders are recruited. So that eventually we will not have, because of you are from this place, you are from that place, that's what qualifies you, but beyond that. So that is the thrust of the conversations we'll be having today in this town hall meeting. I understand that there are torrents of comments already coming on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll be taking that. And of course, just to quickly now announce to our live audience that we'll be taking your calls into this town hall from wherever you're listening. Even if you're watching online, you're watching online, or you're listening to us on any of the radio stations, we'll be taking your call right into this studio as quick and as fast as we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you once again to this town hall. We're excited that you've been able to find time to join us, and we're glad that it is, we're glad that you've made time to be here. Quickly, I'd like to take some very short Goodwill messages before we start, and I'd like to invite the chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association that is here representing the Nigerian Medical Association. He is ably represented by another doctor. When she comes up, she will introduce herself properly to give us a Goodwill message before we start. Please, can we put our hands to a round of applause to her, please? Yes, ma'am. Okay, you can stand here. Just stand here.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know if we've established protocol, but I didn't hear Samson O'Malley establishing protocol, because we're talking about the 2023 conversation. I greet everyone this morning, and with due respect to everyone that is seated here, my name is Dr. Nanklin Lamu. I'm the Vice Chairman of the NMA Plateau State, that's the Nigerian Medical Association. I'm representing the chairman. The chairman is a he, not a she. That's Dr. Innocent Emmanuel. It is a pleasure for us to be here to participate in this very important, town hall meeting. I want to sincerely appreciate the convener of this 2023 conversation, because we need to begin the conversation really early. We need to engage the citizens. We need to empower them. And if the electorates are empowered, they know who they want and they exercise, their franchise, they are able to stand for who they really want to lead them, will make a way forward. And then, all of us are here because we are healthy. For us, for any leader that wants to come and lead the people, health should be a priority. If we are not healthy, we cannot even have, the opportunity to sit down and discuss anything. We cannot even go out to even do the elections. So for us, any leader that wants to lead, even in the coming years, should make health, a priority. And then we'll encourage people, to even ask from their, political leaders, what do they even understand about universal health coverage? Because that is the agenda, that the whole world is, pushing towards to. A lot of countries have made a lot of progress, but Nigeria is still far. So we need to engage, we need to empower the citizens to be able to know, what they need to ask, from these people that come to give them a lot of promises, and at the end, they don't really, deliver on what they initially stated. So we want to call on our leaders to take health issues, a priority, even in their health agenda. They should be able to engage the citizens, in policy decisions that will affect their health, that will affect the services that are being rendered. And then they should be accountable, to the people that have elected them. So today, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of discussions, and then we should have it in mind also to begin to interrogate, to begin to, engage and also ask our leaders, what really do they have for us? I will not take much of our time because I know there's a lot of discussions that will go on later on. Thank you very much.
Please, let's put our hands together again for the NMA. The setting of the agenda has started now. We're talking about health and, of course, policies and all of that. I'm excited already. All right, so let's move on to another Goodwill message. I'd like to call on the state chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association. He had to come for this program because he was far away in Ibadan, but he accorded this program that, serious thoughts. So I'd like to call on Barrister Yakubu Bawa, chairman of the MBA Jos branch.
Hello, good morning, and everyone. For me, I think this is timely. I said this on many platforms that it's quite important at this point for us to begin to interrogate and also initiate the process of getting to have leaders that are visionary, leaders that are passionate, leaders that understand what it means to be in a place of authority or leadership. So I am so happy that everybody has actually responded in this manner, and I want to appreciate the convener of this meeting or this town hall meeting. I said it on Unity FM, I said it on Silverbird and JFM that in 2023, we must interrogate them. We must investigate. We must actually put eye to who becomes the governor, who becomes the House of Rep member, because we hold the process, we own the process. It is our very own. So we can't just sit on the face and allow any other person to go into the position of leadership and we begin to complain. So I want to say this in a nutshell, that NBA is ready to partner and also to be part of this process. And this is going to be a continuous process. It's not going to be just for today. We continue to do it time and time again. And like I said, we look at it in a manner that we must dissect and x-ray these leaders. And I think by the time I come on board to deliver my own paper or also to give my keynote address, I'll be able to touch on these fundamentals. But for now, we welcome you, and we believe it's a welcome development. And Mr. Samson Umale, we assure you our support. We will do it together. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Barrister Yakubu Bawa, Jos branch chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association. Do we have Comrade Eugene Maji here now? NLC State Chairman, is he available or represented? Okay. I'd like to move on to our next Goodwill message, which will come from the State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Honorable Latep Dabang. Please can we put our hands together for the State Chairman of the APC.
Good morning, convener. Good morning, every participant. Mine is to thank the organizers of this particular town hall meeting. When you look at the issues, citizens' engagement, citizens' participation, and citizens' power, these three are the essence of democracy. You cannot effectively operate a democratic system if you don't take into consideration these three issues. How do we engage the citizens so that they will be part of the democratic process? What is the level of participation of the citizens in the democratic process? And is the power of the people respected when it comes to voting and other issues? There can be no more appropriate way of engaging the citizens of Nigeria except with these topics, particularly when we are moving towards the end of another regime and preparing for another set of elections. Thank you for provoking the discussion in this matter. And I think the people who are here are men of integrity and they will do justice to this topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Just for the records and for people who are listening at home, we extended invitation to virtually most of the political party chairmen. And they were, even the PDP state chairman was personally invited. But I'd like to say it here for the records, that's only the APC state chairman, Honorable Latep Dabang, that is here. Just for the opt-in time again, most of the chairmen were invited. And for the PDP person, state chairman, he was duly invited, but as you can see, he's not available. Having said that, we'll break, because again, we're watching our time, we'll break the Goodwill message at this point so that we can get into the kernel of the matter for discussion today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get into our panel discussion that will get us into beginning to, create a space for why we're here. You will see less of me now, why I coordinate issues around social media, questions that are coming, because I have one of my big brother here who understand what town hall should be and how the matters should be engaged. If you don't mind, please can you put hands together as I welcome here Ezinwa Nwagu. That's how he says he wants to be called, and nothing more. Welcome, sir.
So good morning, everyone. Welcome to hashtag 2023 Conversations. I want to thank Samson for putting this together and to thank all of you for making our time to be here. Please, I'll crave your indulgence to fill up the front seats so that those who are coming late we can't punish you for coming early. You should please move forward so that we can have the space. Thank you very much for... Let me quickly, without wasting time, welcome Professor Nnamdi Aduba, a professor of law from the Faculty of Law, University of Jos, to please come to the podium. And also the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Plateau State, Barrister Bawa, please come take your place. I don't know if Comrade Steve Aluko is here now. Please put your hands together for him. We call him Maradona. Sam, please come. Sit here. Where is Sam? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And Comrade Santos, please come to the podium, and then Chika Skunle, please join me here. Put your hands together. These are activists and thank you very much. You're welcome. Please take your seats. Now, the challenge of political leadership recruitment in Nigeria is that we outsource it to politicians. And they create emergency. When they create the emergency that they create is that there is a period, there is a time that is allocated for conversations. And they are the ones who decide the venue of the conversation, the agenda of the conversation, and what you will even say. And I just think it's like slapping you and telling you how to cry. Somebody gives you a slap and tells you, cry, just cry a little. But we are changing that narrative. And the reason we are changing that narrative is because we must have a citizen charter of demands. We must create a citizen charter of demands that we can present to the politicians in our own terms. And so, this convening is about citizens' town hall. We have always been invited to the politicians' town hall, and they determine who talks, how you say, what you say. This is a no bed, no restriction conversation. There are no, in 2014 National Conference, they said there are things you cannot discuss. In this meeting, there are no places, nothing you cannot talk about that sets agenda for anybody who will aspire to leadership in Plateau State in 2023. And for those of you who are joining us online, who will be asking questions, the only regulation here is decent civil language. That is the only regulation. For anything you want to communicate, it has to come in a language that is tolerable, that is decent, that is sensitive to other people's sensibilities. So I want to start with you, Prof. And you have 10 minutes. You have, yes, originally you were given 15 minutes, but because we are running a 2-hour program live, you have to keep it at 10 minutes. And I'm going to be dictatorial. It's not going to be a democracy here. At the end of 10 minutes, I cut you off so that other people can have the chance. Please take your thoughts. Let's share your thoughts.
Okay. Mine actually is that I've been teaching for the past 42 years and always complaining at the classroom. For once, I'm coming out to join forces. One of the things I've always admonished is that the citizens are too docile for my liking. You cannot have a democracy when the level of education is very poor. And then sometimes too, you can't also enjoy the democracy when you have people who don't even understand what the Constitution is. When this democratic experiment took place, Obasanjo confessed that they didn't even see the Constitution before they started. Now, during Babangida regime, I know effort was made to insist that people get themselves familiarized with the Constitution. Now we had Constitution review. Some people don't even know what is the meaning of the Constitution itself. What is federalism? What are problems that are facing federalism? I listened to one legislator just recently about the national security. When people were telling him there is no country in the world that is running a federal system of government where you don't have local police, the legislator was saying no. So when you don't even understand that crime is local, There is no way you can bring foreigners to come and superintend over people. It's impossible. It doesn't happen anywhere. But you see, Nigeria is a crazy country, whereby once you use religion, you use tribe, nobody talks. But as we get increasingly educated, we should know these people are serving us. We shouldn't wait until they push us to the wall. They will do answers. Some people will take advantage and start destroying things. We should. But sometimes, who causes the problem? We cause the problem. Eze is my colleague. We are all board members in Yaga. We go out for election. 70% of those who elect in this country are youths and women. Here the youths are so disorganized. They're so disorganized. Why can't you, like now, the polytechnic students are home. What are we doing? You see, you allow yourself to be decimated. Today is ASU. When you see people talking during ASU meeting, you'll be wondering, are these human beings? Oh, it's ASU and government. What is ASU and government? Your children are there. Your future is there. And you're saying, who is government? And you know the government yourself? You don't go, you see, when they say civil disobedience doesn't mean you should go and break anything. You should make yourself felt. You know, we are taken for granted because we are docile. Sometimes I ask, is it juju they have used on us that we can't even talk? They go to communities, they kill these people. Everybody is saying, oh, let us kill. What are you keeping quiet? Are you waiting until you are killed yourself? If these children at home, if they are not trained, they will become terrorists. There is no doubt about it. You see a country where less than 5% is controlling all the economy. See the amount of money the politicians are earning. As a professor, I earn less than 500,000 in a month. And in a local government chairman is earning 1.5 million. And then you are telling a child, go to school. What are you going to do in school? If a professor is earning 500,000, they will go to school. How much are you going to earn? Everything is politics. We do not give equitable. You just, they pay. Most developed countries, teachers are well paid. It is the children, those who bring out their children, they need the training. If they are not training, where are you going? Everybody was taught by a teacher. But here, primary school teacher is the butt of jokes. And where are we going? Somebody say he wants to rule. Do you know the history of this country? Do you know the problems we are facing? You don't get somebody that he thinks that leadership is jamboree. No. Leadership is solving problems. You don't just come after 6 years, somebody is still saying that, oh, we are still studying the situation. What situation are you studying? But we need honest people. Excuses, you know, like Bello Lukman and Co, they used to say, when do we move from lamentation to implementation? What is on the paper is different. What is happening is different. Oh, constitution is no good. You want to write a new one. The one you are using, you don't even know the meaning of it. The 99 constitution is the best constitution you can think about. But do you even look at it? People don't study what is it. Constitution will not solve your problem. Attitude. Taking responsibility for your action. Not always pushing it to others to do. Oh, government. Who is the government? In a democracy, we are the government. That's why I commend the conveners. I actually came out to enjoy myself because for the first time I have opportunity to come and shout. You don't get ignoramuses to come and lead you. And that's why in Nigeria we're always going to church. Because we are always expecting miracle. You go and put a dead rate in a complicated job. And what does he do? He causes trouble for everybody. Today is Islam. Tomorrow is Christianity. You know, a bad workman is always quarreling with his tools. He always has abundance of excuses. Suddenly, people are planning coup. Who is planning coup? If I want to plan coup, I will carry placard. Is that how you plan coup? That's not how you plan coup. So I think time has come. We have enough time now to start putting what is the education policy. Because when we are talking human capital development, that is the ultimate. The human being himself must be the center of development. If it's not developed, all your infrastructure doesn't make sense. So anybody coming must know that education should be at the back lack of anything you are doing. I don't know how many of you that watch television and saw the school in Niger. But when I was shouting, how can this thing be a secondary school? Somebody told me that you have not even seen the one in Nasarawa to see how schools look. How can you have such a thing and then you expect that the banditry, you are going to end it? How do you end it? What is even opportunity for jobs? So I think time has come when leadership should be entrusted at people who are serious, people who know where they are going. It's not business venture. It shouldn't be business whereby you put in money, you get profit at the end of it. That shouldn't be. Look at now, everybody is hiding now. Everybody is hiding. You can't go out. Plateau State that people used to enjoy, I like to roam around. Now, they say by 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, some of the roads, man, you cannot even pass them. What's happening? And somebody is supposed to be in charge? Somebody collects security votes every month, and he tells me it is federal government business. The roads are, all of them, you see potholes all over the place. And somebody tells me this is federal road and this is state road. As if federal government itself comes. And I really want to end by saying that I like what the young Oni of Ife said recently. He said, listen, the youth, people are in the rural areas, the local government. Why are we finding difficulty giving autonomy to local government? Why? The Jusun is on strike. Why? You want another constitution. The one you have, you can't even maintain. There is already independence of the judiciary there. They don't need to go to anywhere. There is one of the innovations in 79 Constitution, if you don't know, and even 99 Constitution, there is no place in the world where local government is in the Constitution. It's only in Nigeria. And it's simply because it is supposed to be a third-tier government, because it's realized that the bulk of Nigerians are living in the rural area. So if you want to affect their life, that is where you go. And that's why I say, democratically elected local government. What have we had now?